almost of the summer transfer window, and then Monday, Tuesday, the deadline. On Tuesday night is going to be special, so stay tuned here for all the very latest, all the video recaps, all the stories. So things are happening, as you can see and imagine, and so it's going to be crazy busy. First of all, let me take a second to say thanks to all of you for following here on YouTube, but also on all the other social media platforms. On Instagram, we are now 50 million. It's incredible, so thank you for being part of the community on daily basis. But let's jump into the news, as we always do, always delivering for you. Let me start with the situation of 𝐀𝐋𝐕𝐀𝐄𝐙. While I'm recording this video, it's 2:30 a.m. late night here in Italy, where I'm based. And Aston Villa are closing the final small details of the 𝐀𝐋𝐕𝐀𝐄𝐙 deal with the players' camp. Everything agreed with Chelsea is going to be £65 million transfer fee. And also, Chelsea, don't forget, they sold Liam Delap to Nottingham Forest. Then they got a deal done also for 𝐀𝐋𝐕𝐀𝐄𝐙 and ready to join now Aston Villa, and so it's extra money. Chelsea are going to make more than £100 million from these two players. The next one who could leave on a permanent transfer is Marc Guiu, the Spanish striker. There is Napoli pushing to sign him. Negotiations are quite advanced. Chelsea start at 25 million, Napoli are at 15. There is a gap in valuation, but the negotiations are continuing. The player wants to go to Napoli, and so imagine Chelsea could make more than 120 millions for these three strikers who are not crucial players for Chelsea. That would be obviously important to mention. So I expect the final here we go for Jackson in the next hours. Could be any moment from now, because it's just some final details on the contract, but personal terms are almost agreed. And then 𝐀𝐋𝐕𝐀𝐄𝐙, new Aston Villa player. Then important to say also about these stories and talking about the names I wanted to mention to you, that the Julian Alvarez case is going to enter into the final crucial stages. What happened over the last 24 hours? Juan Laporta, the president of Barcelona, took a strong position. Go in public, speak to the club channels. That's a very institutional and strong message. We are waiting for Julian, we are still interested in Julian, we still want Julian. But then, directly from Atletico Madrid, a counter statement to Barcelona saying there is 0% chances we sell the player to Barca. We are the victims, Atletico Madrid say. So Atletico keep closing the doors to Barcelona. Now guys, what's happening with Arsenal? If you follow my channel, and if you're here every day, you know I've been telling you this since 1 week now almost, Thursday, Friday last week. Arsenal are really into it. Arsenal are really working on a Julian Alvarez deal. Arsenal should not be underestimated. Then, can we see Julian Alvarez in an Arsenal shirt at the end of the summer transfer window? This question can only be answered by Julian Alvarez. Because Arsenal, according to my information, are ready to proceed with Atletico Madrid. Arsenal would be very ready to make business with Atletico Madrid. There was a meeting in London with Matteo Alemani, director of Atletico Madrid, on Friday last week. Arsenal, financially, with Gabriel Martinelli, who is set to be the next one to join Al Hilal after Ollie Watkins. Exclusive update of the night was on Ollie Watkins joining Al Hilal. The deal is closed. The next one will be Gabriel Martinelli. It's a matter of hours, days. It's almost done. And then we still wait for the final green light from Martinelli to say, here we go. But between clubs, it's almost done. So Arsenal could have extra money to invest in terms of transfer fee. So it's not a financial problem. Arsenal can find a solution in terms of formula, in terms of structure with Atletico Madrid. That's not an issue. The real crucial issue is going to be about the player. Julian Alvarez now has to decide, not today maybe, but in the next days, in the space of a few days, what he wants to do. Because at the moment Barcelona keep waiting for him, but at the same time Atletico Madrid are not opening the doors, in public and in private. So Arsenal hope that close to the end of the window they can get a green light from Julian Alvarez. Julian can finally pick up the phone when Mikel Arteta is calling, and then Arsenal hope they can really make it happen. But this only depends on Julian. Julian has to decide if he wants to wait for Barcelona till deadline day, if he wants to wait for Barcelona beyond deadline day. Something like, okay, I'm not joining this summer, no problem, I stay at Atletico Madrid and we will see in 2027. That's also a possibility. So we should not rule out anything, because Julian has been waiting for Barca, and Barca have been waiting for Julian for a long time. I told you, Lautaro Martinez and all the other big names around, Barcelona are focusing only on Julian Alvarez. Then, on Lautaro, nothing happened because Lautaro is not going to leave Inter. So, it's quite important to say that also the situation of Julian Alvarez is entering into its crucial stages. So we have to follow this situation till the very end. But Arsenal are still monitoring this case. Then, talking about Barcelona, Alejandro Balde, I can stand by my information. Alejandro Balde wants to stay. Alejandro Balde wants to fight for his place. Alejandro Balde doesn't want to leave Barcelona. Alejandro Balde is in fantastic relationship with all teammates in the dressing room. So Balde wants to stay. So unless there is a very big proposal from now to deadline day and Barcelona decide to accept, in that case, Barca to push Alejandro Balde to leave, well, in that case, Balde will go. But if it's not Barcelona pushing him out, and again, it has to be a top club, Balde is not accepting normal clubs, good clubs, top European clubs or nothing, well, in that case, Balde is more than happy to continue at Barcelona. Then, we have also to mention the situation of Bradley Barcola. I told you in one of my last videos here on the channel, I don't remember which one, but in the last 2-3 days, I told you several times, I think the real next update has to be, here we go. Coming here and tell you, okay, they're negotiating, okay, they're talking, the deal is on. The deal is absolutely on. I can understand a little bit the frustration because Liverpool fans heard me on this channel for 3 months telling you Barcola. At the beginning there was excitement because there were many reports saying Barcola is untouchable, Barcola is not for sale, Barcola is not available, and many fans said, why you are the only one talking about Barcola? Now after 3 months everyone is talking about Barcola and you are waiting for the final verdict. But Liverpool are on it. The conversation is ongoing. Liverpool are working on it. Barcola is waiting for Liverpool. So the deal is absolutely on and proceeding. The deal arrived to the highest level possible. It's not only on the sporting directors now. It's not only about Luis Campos, Richard Hughes and all the others. Even the owners of the clubs, Nasser Al-Khelaifi and all the Liverpool side with Family Group and also the new co-investors at Liverpool, they are all working on this deal for Bradley Barcola. So now the deal is at the highest level possible in terms of people involved. So let's follow the case, but any moment could be the moment for Bradley Barcola. So stay tuned because many things are happening. So let's follow these and much more, guys, here on the channel together as every single day. So I remind you to like this video, to turn on the notification bell, to subscribe to the channel.